Good morning. I'm Dominique Mulder from Mulder & Associates. I am the IP Specialist Attorney within the firm. This is our next segment in our discussion of intellectual property. Today we're going to be discussing trademarks. So you are a famous celebrity that's just appeared in a box office hit. Next thing you know, someone's come along and written a book using your name and is riding on the success of the movie. Now, why is this of interest to you? Well, you are your own trademark. Who you are distinguishes you from everyone else. The same can be said for business. Your trademarks, your brands, are what distinguish you from everyone else within your specific market. So what's so great about a trademark? Imagine you spend significant time and money on branding your goods, your offers, transport and stationery with an unregistered trademark and is challenged by another entity. That means precious startup capital and resources have gone down the drain. Trademarks do not have to be registered to be enforceable, provided you can prove the mark has become distinct through use in the market. But registering a trademark generally makes more sense, as registration provides you with a statutory right which is much easier to enforce. You have a lot on your mind when you set up a new venture, and should therefore leave the complications of registering your trademark to the experts, such as us. Exclusive rights prevent others from marketing products under the same or confusingly similar mark to yours. Your trademarks are the cornerstone of your business. They are your corporate identity. If you look after it, use it, and renew it every 10 years, a trademark is evergreen. Now let's look at how brands are built. Through knowledge and esteem, also known as loyalty, you create your brand structure. And through the relevance and differentiation of your trademark from others within your field, you build your brand strength. A trademark is a great marketing tool, a valuable business asset, a means of securing investments in marketing efforts, and a promoter of customer loyalty, reputation, and the image of a company. Now we get different types of trademarks, not just in terms of what services and so on that you provide, but in terms of whether your trademark is actually considered a good trademark. We have everything from a non-distinctive trademark through to a distinctive trademark. A non-distinctive trademark is one that's very weak. It's one that I wouldn't suggest that you use. This, for example, is having it that you have a photography company and have it that your name is something with the word photography in it. Then you have distinctive marks, which are generally the ones that you've created yourself, that are made up words, such as Kodak and Xerox. And then you get more ambiguous marks like Apple. Apple is great in terms of computers and IT, but Apple would be a really, really neat mark if you were going to be using it in terms of food and food services. You have to look at the conceptual, visual, and phonetic similarity of your mark to those of others as well, to make sure that there isn't confusion within the market between your business and that of another. When choosing your trademark, think of all the words that you would associate specifically with your type of business and avoid them. Those are the words that are being used by others within the trade and will not be able to be registered as a trademark. So therefore, if you really do feel the need to actually use something that is a descriptive word of what you do, pair it with a word or a logo that is distinctive. For example, having that you have Vertigo Sweets. Sweet being descriptive, but Vertigo having nothing to do with your actual business. This will distinguish you from others within your field. Now we look at using a trademark as a business asset. It's a source of revenue through licensing, which is where the owner retains ownership and then agrees to the use of their trademark by other companies in exchange for royalty. Please have it that your licensing agreements are drawn up by a specialist. This will help in business expansion and diversification. It's a crucial component of franchising agreements, which is the licensing of a trademark central to a franchising agreement. The franchisor allows a franchisee to use its way of doing business and the actual corporate identity in order to further your own business. The last thing you can do is you can look at selling or assigning your trademark to another company, perhaps through a merger or acquisition, or through having it that you need to raise cash. Our next installment, we'll be discussing copyright. I'm Dominique Mulder from Mulder & Associates.